Hello, everyone. We'd love to be on campus right now, chasing you around and trying to see if you know definitions to really tough vocabulary words. Unfortunately, we are unable to do that, so we're going to switch up how we do Word of the Month this month. COVID-19 has changed pretty much the way we do everything, how we study, how we work, how we interact, but it's actually also had an impact on language. Last month, Merriam-Webster Dictionary, in an unscheduled update, had to add 12 new terms or words around the pandemic. And more than the new words, what's interesting is the resurfacing of some really old phrases or sayings, things that my grandmother used to say, that now, since the confinement, you hear people saying again. The Language Lab team and I would like to share with you our reflections and talk about the new and the old words to make sure that you have the language to talk about COVID-19, because let's face it, what else is anyone talking about right now?
Epidemic versus pandemic. How do they intertwine? A pandemic is an event in which a disease is actively spreading, and the term is also used to describe a problem that has grown out of control. An epidemic becomes a pandemic when the spread escalates further over significant geographic areas and affects a large percentage of the population. A pandemic is a type of epidemic that describes a disease affecting an entire country or the whole world, as we are witnessing today. In short, a pandemic is an epidemic on a national or global level.
So, what are the new words? The first one is social distance. It means the avoidance of close contact with others to minimize contagion or exposure, and also to reduce the transmission of diseases. The verb is to socially distance. The second one is fomite. Fomite is an object such as a dish or a doorknob, keys, your phone, a toilet seat that may be contaminated with infectious organisms and may serve in their transmission. The next one is community spread. It is the spread of a contagious disease within a community. The next one is contact tracing. Contact tracing is the practice of identifying and tracking individuals who have had the contact with an infectious person as a means of controlling the spread of a communicable disease. The last one is patient zero or index case, which is especially used to refer to a person documented as being the first known case of a communicable disease in particular. And this brings me to a thought. Do you ever wonder what happened to the first patient who got the coronavirus? I don't know.
Hi guys! So I'm here to teach you some funny words during confinement. Some of them have existed for a while and some of them are pretty new that have come about because of Rona. Yes, her name is Rona. I will no longer call it Corona because it's an evil witch, and not to diss women, but we can't call it Cornelius or something. So her name is Rona, and that's how I refer to her from now on, or it. So one of the words I'm going to teach you is stir crazy. So stir crazy is how I'm feeling currently because I'm stuck in quarantine. So stir crazy means you're like a little distraught or all over the place because you're in confinement. But a cousin to that word would be discombobulated. And this is one of my favorite words in real life that has existed for a long time. Yeah, it sounds like a fake word. I promise you it's not. But my face is all discombobulated because I have no makeup. It's dry. I have no moisture. My hair is all over the place. I don't care. My outfit, like I'm wearing my husband's sweater and a t-shirt dress and crazy slippers. I don't care what I look like because nobody can see me, but I would never wear these things outside, especially when I go glamping. Ding ding, word number 3, glamping. I'm sure some of you have glamped before and you may have never even noticed it. So I don't like camping. Why? Because I don't like bugs. They're disgusting. If you're not a cat or a dog or a normal animal that I know, I'm going to kill you. So camping, you have to be with bugs and nasty things and sleep in the floor in tents. So I'm all about going glamping, where I'll make s'mores, I'll cook hot dogs, I'll sing stupid songs around the fire. But when it's time for Nini Amumu, I'm going to my hotel or my real bed. So yeah, that's called glamping, which means glamorous camping. And another fun word is cabin fever. So back in the day in America, people used to live in cabins made from these long wooden logs of trees. So a big old log that had 4 sides, and 17 people lived in this log cabin and had nothing to do but stare at each other. So when you're sick and tired of being inside, like I'm sure most of us are, it's called you have cabin fever, because you're sick of the darn house. So fever, you're sick. I'm sick of the house. So those are my fun words of the day. Stir crazy, discombobulate, cabin fever, Rona, and glamping.
So there you have it, folks. Those are our words around COVID-19. I guess you can see that this video was not taken the same day as my intro video. I'm looking a little discombobulated, but you could say I did it on purpose to show you what Jen's word means. And stay tuned for Smail, who's going to do some etymology for you. We're going to call it Ismailology. So look out for that coming soon. Bye, everybody. Stay home. Stay safe. Mwah.